Morning, good morning.
Hello.
The broken lady next to me has done her back this morning.
Yay! Old and fat. Think it's a problem?
Putting on a brave face to sit here and be part of the live stream.
Oh, that's alright. Don't mind me.
Just sorting things out a little bit late.
As always.
Well, hopefully this one won't take too long anyway. Come in here,
Yeah.
just so everyone can hear you.
Hello. I'm here.
So welcome to anyone tuning in for the live stream again this week. Our end of week assessment. So any new listeners, hope you enjoy the content. This is basically a video kind of journal of our journey on our way to be traders. Something to kind of look back on, and hopefully people can follow in real time just to see the development from going from complete beginners to wherever.
That's nicely said.
Yeah. And just to begin with, we'd just like to send out a disclaimer just to say that this is not financial advice in any way. We don't advocate any of the kind of methods that we're using. We are complete amateurs at this, and we won't take any liability for any losses that are incurred through anyone being crazy enough to follow us.
I have a good one. And we acknowledge the land we're living on.
Oh, jeez.
We're not the owner of the land.
Oh, it's Reconciliation Week. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Awesome German.
happy Reconciliation Week. I don't know if it's a German Reconciliation Week, but anyway, it's
We can always give it a go.
yeah, very good. Anyway, moving on. So, we've from our start of the week live stream. Anyone that kind of caught it would know that we've had a pretty big direction change from our first 3 weeks of trading. I have really delved into a lot of different theories and kind of styles of trading, and we have gone in the direction of doing still sticking with the forex trading, but definitely trading in a certain type of way. Both of us are kind of following that. Sophia's following a more of a kind of basic strategy that is a little bit more well known. Still both of us looking at trend trading specifically. Sophia's following a strategy that was given as a beginner strategy from our CMC Markets bootcamp, the webinar, and I have digested a lot of content from the No Nonsense Forex philosophy, I guess.
Are you even alive?
Oh wow, it was it's still playing a lot of catch up anyway. So I want to show you anyway what I've been doing. We haven't made any trades this week, either of us, because well, it's been such a direction change.
Oh yeah, I cashed up on the trading game. I bought
Yes.
I bought gold.
Oh yes, a quick recap on our trading game, our little app game. Let's have a look at the scores between Ben Kirkby, Sophia and myself. Oh, it's good to look at this because Ben wasn't doing so well there overall. Oh, look at him. Look at him. So,
Bitch.
just so you know, we've anyone that hasn't caught us, we've been playing the Forex and Investing Trading game app, which is on iPhone, and it's in the App Store. It's also on Android as well.
Unfortunately, you can trade oil. Yeah. Oil as well, which is why we can't pay rent the next 10 years.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's a paper trading app, very basic kind of trading app, but still pretty fun. What are you up to?
Oh no, trying to find my mouse.
Righto, no worries. Sophia's gone for a mouse search. Anyway, what's in your bag there? Something's in your... No, in here.
It's my mouse probably.
Probably your mouse. Yeah. All good. Anyway, the scores on the trading game app as stands. In first place between the three of us, Lockie Somerville, myself, on $51,856. Then we have Sophia coming in second now, $26,860. And we have Benjamino Filipino on $18,175. Now, Ben was as far down as about $6,000. Was that right?
7.
I thought it was 6. I thought it dipped even further. But let's say 7. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He was also well on top there at one point. He was about $60,000, $62,000. Feeling very happy with himself. Thought that his he had this nailed, and then all of a sudden he got the rug taken out from under him. And kudos to him, because he's grounded out, and he's tripled that account again. Still a long way to go, but yeah, well done.
Probably in 2 days he's like up to 100,000.
We tried to warn him about investing with oil. It's pretty damn volatile at the moment, and he jumped in there, and I think it like took out his account, but he's probably still stuck with it, I would say, and it's working for him. So good fun there. If you haven't checked out the trading game app, by all means go and have a look. You're more than welcome to kind of jump into our little trading group. If you find Lockie Somerville or Sophia Dolsted, jump in. That would be a bit of fun. So what's happening here? Well, on to our actual paper trading with our CFDs, and I am now using an MT4 platform through CMC Markets. So we'll actually show you this because I've been having a bit of fun with this. Now, this is our Australian New Zealand dollar chart, and I'm more than happy to kind of show you the method that I'm going for. So anyone that's familiar with the no-nonsense Forex kind of philosophy, they'll understand what's going on. Anyone that isn't, highly recommend you check that out. I'd love to hear some different feedback on it for anybody that goes through it and digests it all. Thanks again for Chris's help this week. I had ended my kind of research journey, well, not really ended, but completed as much of the material that I could actually get a start. So I am starting to put together my algorithm, and what happened this week was I got started looking for a confirmation indicator to base my algorithm around, which was great. Went to Forex Factory, I believe it is, forexfactory.com, went through over 90 pages of indicator posts, looked specifically for a two-line cross confirmation indicator, one that I could use that was there, and I was just back testing default settings. So that has been my week since, when was it? Say Wednesday?
Monday night, actually?
Monday night, wasn't it?
No, Monday we chilled out.
Yeah, it was when you were working early, so Wednesday, I'm pretty sure.
Tuesday. We were working on Tuesday.
No, it was Wednesday. Definitely, because that was when Ben came around. Or Thursday it was. That was actually Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Jeez. No, not Monday. I was still going through material on Monday. But anyway, so here's just a normal bar chart, and there's a reason why I've got the bar chart on here at the moment, and I will show you when I look at my navigator. These are all of the indicators that I have found and plugging in and testing. There's quite a few of them. I think just from the two-line cross indicators, there were about 40 to 50 that I kind of looked at. So what I did when I was on the look for a confirmation indicator, just from the no-nonsense Forex, I really steer clear of anything that kind of was a derivative of the Dirty Dozen. So that will make sense to people who have checked out the content on no-nonsense Forex. So anything that was there that was a derivative of the Dirty Dozen, I ended up steering away from. Then I looked specifically for a 2-line cross indicator, any kind of indicator that had 2 lines that were crossing and sat at the bottom of it. Like we can, let's have a look at one. Pretty sure this was this ultra trend here. So something like this where we've got 2 lines crossing, and I was testing them as a confirmation indicator, whether they were set up as a confirmation indicator or not, and that's what I have been doing, recording, checking out win-loss ratios, and then at the end of all of this, I still have about 20 more to do. I want to go back, rank the top 10, check for any repaints, and then I am going to couple this with a nice volatility indicator. So that's the next kind of search for a good volatility indicator that will accompany one of the top 10. I may look at some messing around with some settings within that top 10 just to give me a start. And then I'm going to use some of the basic kind of exit indicators just to make sure that they couple up well. And that will be the start of my algorithm before we start looking for things like our baselines and a second confirmation indicator. So this is what I've been doing. Now the reason that I actually switched to the bar charts other than the candles, where I got this great little tool from Chris. Chris gave me this NNFX back testing. So if I start this, thank you Alan Young for creating this. It's been really, really handy. Basically, you go through here, and I've been testing a 2-year period, and I'm testing the same 2-year period. Once I'm doing it on the Aussie-New Zealand pair, anyone that's eaten up all of the content will understand why. And I am doing it from the 5th of May to the 5th of May 2018 to the 4th of May 2020. So a nice 2-year period just to get myself some data. This is really, really good because as soon as you find an entry, you basically hover over it where you would enter, which would be here, no cross there, cross here, and you press a B because the green going above the red on this indicator is a buy signal, B, and it will actually calculate a win. So it'll actually calculate to see if you came up. What it does is it takes the ATR for a 14 period and it applies this multiplier, which is the basics of the money management for the no-nonsense Forex philosophy. So this is really, really cool. And this even spits out a spreadsheet at the end of it. It's great. And we'll just do a quick one here. So I think this one seemed to be okay. Here's another one. We press S for a sell. Now a green is a win. We go through here, and there's another buy, another win. So this indicator is going okay right now. We have a cross there, a sell, now a red. Now that would be a loss. So this is a good one to kind of go in. Let's try this one here because that's a funny thing. If we actually zoom in on this indicator, and I think that's it, I can say that I'm being biased, but this is why I have switched to bars and a yellow bar, because when I have candles, it's really hard to see these little lines. There's a cross there, there's some green underneath, so that actually was a win, even if it was probably just a break even. I've taken a small profit there. This one here, buy, sell. Let's have a look at this one. Zoom this up. That hasn't crossed yet, so we're going to take it there. Buy. I think that one candle wouldn't mean too much. And look at this. This one has 7 wins, 0 losses, 100% factor. And you've made 398 pips over a 2-year period. Now that's just on one pair. So that's a pretty interesting one. And I am telling all these ones and basically making an assessment at the end of it with one that I think that I can work with. So that is my journey at the moment. It's really, really cool. going through quite a few. So this one, anyone want to check it out? Ultra Trend D1, and I got that one through Forex Factory. So yeah, been really fun doing this kind of stuff. After this, like I said, there's still a big search kind of criteria, but what I'm doing is putting together an algorithm for me that works. I will be doing quite a lot of back testing. Once I've got a top 10, I'm going to actually back test them thoroughly through all the other currency pairs, and then I will be coupling with a volume indicator to weed out some of the more they're called chalk ups, basically, where you get into a trade and then you're quickly out of a trade because of low volume. And that's what I will be doing, and recording the results and getting something basic started. Hopefully everything goes from there. So yeah, really cool. How about you, Sophia? How are you going?
Pretty...
Do you want me to pull up CMC markets for you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah? Okay. Have you been able to look at your...
You have done my homework in like 2 minutes here, which is like, that's what I mean. Like the strategy I'm using is probably great for lazy people because it's basically impossible. I only just found the very first time an interesting lead up, I'd say.
So a possible trade?
Yeah, maybe a possible short of the Euro USD pair.
Euro USD pair. So oh yeah, we're on it here. So.
But it's only in the daily time frame. All other time frames weren't possible.
Oh, Euro USD too. Yeah. One of the most popular pair.
Did you just close all my figures?
No, I don't think so. There we go.
So that's finally a lead up where at least all the SMA indicators are right. So it's 250, 20 and 10. They're in the same, but they're in the correct order.
So these are fanning out, are they?
Yeah, and the RSI is also on its way down, and now we gotta wait for confirmation with the next candle showing up probably in the next couple days. I don't know how long, and to see what the MACD does. If the MACD doesn't go confirm or wouldn't confirm the whole lot, it wouldn't make sense.
It's
I mean,
really interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and I don't know if it's...
One of them's not right. I reckon this SMA is not right. Can I just have a look at this? So if I put an SMA indicator on 20, what should happen? Now I found this. Simple moving average, and I make it 20, and what colour you got your 20? The yellow. So we've got 2 yellow lines we should have here. See this dotted one? Solid line. See that, how it's different? Now that is really weird, because I'm not too sure when you're adding these indicators, really, if you're adding an SMA, 20, shouldn't it be exactly the same line? I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I thought so.
So I'm just going to make this one invisible. That's the actual one. See here? See, this one makes sense more to me, because see how you've got 20, 10? Down here,
yeah,
it seemed like your trade kind of periods are here, even though the MACD and the RSI aren't trending down, really, are they?
No, it's only you look at the last bit where they line up.
Do you want me to save this?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can change it a little bit later. So you're wanting to see green, yellow, blue, red.
Too short.
Which is kind of what you're seeing, but
which what we've seen before, not yet anymore.
Yeah, your other indicators just aren't giving you exactly what you were looking for.
No, so how do you explain the 2 different SMA 20 starts?
I honestly don't know. I don't know why this moving average SMA 20 is different to that. I don't know if because you're adding an indicator, they're relative to your your first indicator. Do you get what I mean? This is a little bit interesting if anyone kind of knows what's happening. Ben's on the live stream. Morning, Benjamino Filipino.
Why didn't you say anything like this before?
I found it with mine. But I wasn't too sure what you'd set up.
What we've discussed. What we've seen in the video. And I showed you when I set it up.
Yeah, but I didn't set up until later.
Anyway. Maybe that's why there's no trade or anything happening.
Possibly.
Well, glad we found out like 3 weeks later.
I think, yeah. Anyway. So your strategy is that you're waiting for these to fan out to show a trend.
Mm.
And then you're wanting to see momentum go in a certain trend direction. And you're not kind of trading the reversals, but you want to make sure that you've got no divergence in the top. So if you say there's an uptrend here, both of these are moving up, comes down, all of our SMAs have fanned out, showing that there's a nice trend. You want to actually basically trade from the pullback up, and these indicators are, you're looking for no divergence, looking for actual convergence to actually say that there is momentum moving up. So yeah, interesting one. But no trades this week, guys. Pretty simple. Both of you kind of, everyone can see what both of us are doing. Now we haven't written out the new strategy yet, although I am looking to get that done. Hopefully, or maybe even Sunday before the start of week stream. Sophia, will depend when you rewrite yours, but we're going to have a different one. Mine's going to be a lot more, there's going to be a lot more unpacking of it, but as you can see earlier, the process I'm going through. Now I'm not going to reveal which indicators I am going to be using on certain settings, but people will know that there's an algorithm involved. And once I'm ready to make trades, that'll be really good. So if there's any questions or anything out there that you guys can see we're doing, any comments on both of the different styles, going to look at doing quite a lot of back testing with my strategy. Are you doing any back testing with yours?
No.
You're just going to forward test?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, no worries. So that's the go. Hopefully next week we are just checking in and starting to make some trades. I'm hoping to get a couple of pieces of my algorithm going so that I can actually start to put it in motion going forward, and then add pieces to it as we go. So all good?
I'll probably look at this SMA thing again, because it obviously didn't make sense the last weeks.
Yeah, I'll have to have a bit of a look at that. Anyway, we'll let everybody get back to their weekend, namely Benjamino, and check back in at the start of the week and restart the journey and enter some trades hopefully pretty soon. Looking forward to it.
Meow.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Bye.
See you then.